in East Van, we see a lot of Corollas and Civics and that kind of thing. Not today. Outside Happy Pho, Ferrari 430 Scuderia. Quite the rare sight in East Van. That's because it's not a local car. Washington plate.
No, I hear yesterday. They make 10 gig. To mean that's 100 million double 10.
1 billion?
No.
No, I don't think it's a billion.
No, that they told me. I hear
a billion?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I was there.
I don't think so.
Well, it depends on how much windows cost.
Well, you were there.
Yeah?
So
You would know.
you would know if it was $1 billion worth of damage.
Yeah. If there was $1 billion being spent, I would, that's...
Well, maybe we hired like the King of England to clean up or something, or the world.
Yeah, they hired the Rolling Stones, and then they played Painted Black while it's going downtown. Yeah, so we had to pay the
The licensing, yeah.
Yeah. That's why it cost $1 billion. And then instead of brooms, they were using Beatles records and original like Lord of the Rings first editions.
What happened at midnight was the cops had pushed outside in, and everybody was isolated on one street. If you look at some pictures, there's some really violent people late at night that were all like the people that didn't leave and that weren't the actual rioters were still there. None of them were wearing Canucks jerseys in that picture. So you know that some of these people were just here to make trouble.
But didn't they like shut down some of the SkyTrain lines and stuff like that?
Some of the stations were closed.
Only going in, not coming out.
Oh yeah.
No. Going out. You can leave. I left by SkyTrain.
Yeah, they shut them down going in.
Oh yeah.
You could
They wouldn't let you pass the Olympic Village, but going out, there were 2 stations open. City Center was blocked off by Riot Police, and I had to walk down to Yaletown to leave.
So then, but then how do they stop you from going in? They kick you out of the train before you get to.
The train doesn't go any further when it's going.
Oh, it just stops.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only southbound trains went, and no buses, no nothing. Only SkyTrain.
Or the bus wouldn't be able to get through anyway.
There were cars trying to drive away.
Just flipped over.
Yeah.
There were cars trying to drive away that were attacked or blocked by police or stuck somewhere, and they had to wait till morning. Yeah, it was, like I saw a whole bunch of like this entire 10 people from China, because they were all yelling in Mandarin. I just assumed they were. Yeah, and they were just all piled into a van, like literally piled into a van, and sped off as fast as they could until they met up with some cops, and they'd stop them, pull over. You guys are gonna have to wait. You can't get through this way because there's just too many people around. It got kind of crazy.
What the hell happened to your phone?
I don't know, man. I suppose.
Aaron, why is your phone full of bees?
Oh man, it's getting really hot.
You can't even turn it off. There you go.
Hey, if you don't have an iPhone, your phone is full of bees.
Machine noises? An Android?
I don't know.
Oh, that was really weird. That's
No, that was weird.
That was really weird.
Gadget of the week. This is the Samsung Series 9 notebook. So it comes in a few different SKUs, but the version I have here is a 13.3-inch widescreen display, Core i5 processor, 8 gigs of RAM. I think it's a 256 gig SSD in here. Just like the MacBook Air, it has like the little flip-out ports, but it has on both sides. You have extra USB ports and that kind of thing.
It is really good looking.
It's very, 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 very Mac inspired, because then it doesn't have the mouse buttons either. It's one big trackpad.
Is it glass trackpad?
No.
Feel it. No?
I don't think so. But in order to work with Windows, we should work with Windows. Your left click actually is still a left click, and your right click is still a right click, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
I kind of like that actually, that you're able to still do that, because normally if you want to do a right click on something that's one big trackpad, it's not as easy.
You need to update your Flash player.
This is my second time turning it on. The first time was make sure it turns on. But
it is really thin and really, and it's really stylish. I really do like how it looks.
it's a great looking notebook. Really thin. Doesn't do the teardrop thing like the MacBook Air, but it still has like a design.
What are the specs on this? i5?
i5, 8 gigs of RAM in this SKU, and a 256 SSD.
So I'm guessing it runs 64-bit Windows?
I think so. I haven't really checked any.
Because 8 gigs would be useless on a freaking 32-bit.
Yeah. I think it went to hibernate or something. But anyway, I have an unboxing video for this, and that should be up on Megatech News soon. And then the full review after I run benchmarks and that kind of thing will be up on futurelooks.com. So Samsung Series 9 notebook.
Cool.
Beautiful.
How do you think this compares to the new cool Asus that everybody's talking about?
I think the Asus looks nicer.
I do too. And I think it's cheaper.
Maybe not.
And it has an i7 SKU as well.
Up to
right?
i7.
So, yeah.
It has an i7 SKU. It's not going to...
And it's only 11 inch. This thing is what? 14? 13?
13.3. No, the Asus UX comes in 13.3 too.
Matte screen?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a matte screen. I can't stand the glossy crap that we get on the...
Yeah, I know, because in glossy displays, they're supposed to give you more vibrant colors and that kind of
I know, but you can see
But
yourself
you
all the time.
If you have any light at all in the room, it becomes useless. So, yeah. I really like, and it's LED backlit.
Cool.
Backlit keyboard and stuff.
I'd think about buying something like that.
And I think...
But only if I can install macOS on it.
And I think it's like 1,500 or so, give or take.
Awesome.
But there's different SKUs. So check it out. Samsung Series 9.
So if you are from Vancouver or you know people in Vancouver, I encourage you to head to Facebook or Twitter or any other way you can. If you see pictures of the Riot and you see people that you know there or people that if you can identify anybody, I encourage you to help out and send any information you have to the Vancouver Police Department. You can reach them at robbery@vpd.ca or on the phone at 604-717-2541.